Hello, let us continue where we left. We have the topic two, have the HTML document structures. Yeah, previous topic we have learned about how the web browser works or HTML works. So yeah, we have learned about this one. You use initiate web request, accept your URL, and send HTML request. Also, we have to step three, read HTML files and display the web pages. Also, this is the last stage. Now you can access the web pages. And example, when we browse or read HTML, these are H1 is called welcome my website. This is a heading tags. Display now display website. Welcome to my website. This is the topic number two. Topic two. Every HTML page follows the standard structures. For example, basic HTML. The template we have the doc HTML. We have HTML language. This is the English. It's about English. This is the heading of the web page. My first web pages. This is now the body. Welcome, hello world. This is a paragraph. This is my first web page. Explanation of each part. Declaration. This is about the document doc type HTML. Tells the browser document is written in HTML. B of HTML tags. We have the HTML tags. This root element that contains the entire web page. Closing tags. This is opening and this are closing tags. Now the difference between open tags have the it does not have the open tags does not have the slash tag, and the closing tag has the slashing tag. That's the only difference between opening and the closing tags. C. Have head section. Head section contains information about a web page that is not displayed directly. Comment inside include title, metadata, CSS, links, and JavaScript. Title tag of the My Portfolio. That will also appear on the browser tab. For example, this is the title. This is about title tag. This is the my portfolio. Input section. Input section contains everything visible on web pages and headings, text, images, and the links. This is the input section. Example like this one is about the input section of the portfolio. Topic 3 of the HTML tags, elements, and attributes. Now you're going to learn about HTML tags, elements, and attributes. What's a tag? Tags tells the browser how to display content. For example, H1 welcome. That is a closing tag. We have the open tags of H1 and the H1 a closing tag of H1. All this one the open the tags. This is about open the tags and also the closing tags. You need to know the difference between the opening tags and the closing the tags. Vocabulary definition of the HTML. Now you can identify the HTML vocabulary definition. HTML tags keyword enclosed in bracket. These are the HTML tags that are about HTML1 and images. These are about the tags. HTML element, the complete HTML component including open tags, content, and closing tags. Also complete elements. Of the HTML components include open tags, content, and closing tags. This is about the HTML incomplete. This one. That's about the content and the closing tags about the HTML elements. We have HTML attributes. Additional added to HTML tags to modify its behavior or appearance. It's about the additional information added to HTML tags to modify its behavior or appearance. For example, the image. This one, source, image source. We have the image. Now the image of the attended to this photo. Now where to insert a photo. This is about HTML attributes. Open tags. Open tags we have the example design. Don't have the open slash or slash. Closing tag. mark ends of the HTML. It has the forward slash. Now these are closing tags. Empty or an close tags. That does not require closing tags of the we have the break that is meant also horizontal the image. This is the and close tags. Image text showing label point with open text or attribute closing text to a single HTML. A single master tag dictionary. As a learner, you must understand all this about the tags HTML, root element of the document HTML, head, content, meta, and page information, title, set web title, and my page. This is about title, body content, website, web content. This is about that one. As a learner, you must learn how to find the benefit head 1 to head 6, head from largest to smallest. Head 1 is welcome to HTML. Break graph, you must know the break graph of the p tag and closing. This one. Line break, this one line break. Line break is another. This is the example of line break. Example of the line break here. This is an example for line break. This is a line break. It's about the example of line break. Have the line break, horizontal line, bold. You must bold your document. Italic. This is about format the HTML. Web. Important bold text. Strong. You need to. It is important. You must emphasize the content. Emphasize note. Now you have a link. That's a link. You need to have the link. Image displayed images. It's about display images. You have the ordered list. It's about ordered list. All this we're going to learn about to create how to use it. Ordered list numbered. It's about ordered list. These are numbered. List items and table. You know how to create tables. They're about table elements. Table row. The table row is like this one. Table heading. You must know how to table heading cells. All this one about the HTML. Navigation links. We have the navigation bar. All those on page section, article, footer. All this one you must know all these are HTML tags. Classification, tag classification, and by purpose. Document structures define the page structures HTML. All these one we have HTML and head and body. It's about the HTML structures or document structure. Text formatting. Format text. All this one linked and navigation, create links, images, display the medias, all this one all must also list, okay, tables, you have this one, layout, semantics, organize page content, program style, art, behavior, and design, script, and most importantly, JavaScript. Building web topic 4, building web simple web pages. This is how to build a simple web page. For example, HTML, you must start with your document, must start with the HTML doc type HTML, then you have heading. Now you come here, HTML, you must close with the HTML, then heading, must close the headings. Headings now is about as my portfolio. You have the body start here. Body come here, then we close here. You see? Then you that's heading 1, that's Samuel Munya, that's my name. That's the closing the heading 1. That's a paragraph. This is about paragraph. The images, image tag about this one. Line break. You must put line break. Then you GitHub link. Visit my GitHub. That's about a simple web page. Breakcode now. Create a web page named index HTML that contains one main heads, two paragraph, and one image and one hyperlink. Students expected course to be output layout. Now it is a expect layout. My portfolio. Hello, my these are about the expected output. Now we have the project. By the end of this course, students will be able to create as a web personal portfolio or simple portfolio web page. Students will create a basic HTML web page that contains introduce themselves. Requirement: web must include page title, main headings, at least two paragraphs, one image, one hyperlink, and four proper HTML document structures. Context and connection of future modules. This module is especially a foundation upon which all subsequent CSS and different concepts are built. In the next module, students will learn how to use CSS and to style their HTML pages. They have created and making them visual, appealing, and responsive. In this module, you have learned what HTML is, purpose of web document, explain structure of HTML document, tags, elements, attributes, and how to combine them, get symbol from your web pages. This is about the assessment of the student. We're going to go through about what does the HTML stand for, which tags create the largest headings, which section contains the visible content of the web page. You must know which attribute specifies the definition of hyperlink, which text is used to insert image, which font is correctly written in HTML paragraph. An HTML element consists of this one, which creation tells the browser to use HTML. Now for practice assessment, all this is about the criteria for how to assess the student. Thank you so much for cooperation. Welcome. For the next lesson, we are going to study module 2 about the tables and forms in HTML. Thank you so much.